Loves. How are you? Right before I started, I had the inclination to go. I was like, you should start it by going, hello. You should start it Mrs. Doubtfire style. Why did that come to me? Why did I even say it? I didn't even do it. I could have just left this part off, but I'm just trying to be real with you guys. So, how you doing? Welcome to See Like Sheba. My name is Sheba. I'm here to be blunt. I'm here to be visionary. I'm here to be, helpful and brilliant. And you're here to see like me. I say that this time because last time I had a commenter who, asked, I was, getting some comments and one of the people asked, do you know any crock pot recipes? I don't. I don't know if you watch this channel, but I don't really cook that much. I don't talk that much about recipes. So yeah, if you're here for like recipes or I don't know. If you're not here for like to hear the musings of a beautiful, brilliant Black woman, you're probably not in the right place. So yeah. And so yeah, why I titled this Prepare to Receive What You Asked For. If you're like me and have been like super intentional in this past year throughout 2025 of manifesting and developing your powers and praying, asking for what you want, you're gonna have to get ready to receive that. So like, on a bigger scale, I had, asked for, I didn't want to have to pay my student loans anymore. Those were forgiven. I didn't want to have to do my bullshit job anymore. Quit that. And yeah, I just have been like getting a lot of stuff. Like I wanted it to be easy to quit my job. Received a bunch of money in the form of, retirement accounts. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm just getting everything I asked for. And last week, me and Billy got, we went shopping and we bought like a 3-pack of underwear and it was $50. And at first we were like, oh, but you know what? I've been doing a lot of manifesting about like receiving, and I want to receive a lot of money. I, want to have enough money that like whenever something comes up, I can just pay it without even thinking. And so when we received this bill of $50 for 3 pairs of underwear, my first inclination was like, put it back. And we did get a cheap pack of underwear because he needs something to shit in. But we did get the $50 pack of underwear because, like I have been asking to be able to just like be able to pay whatever the bill is, without asking about it, without like a second thought. And so then they give me a bill that's $50 and I'm like, ooh, dang it. That was my second thought. So paid it. Totally cool. So another thing that happened, I've been like wanting to have more subscribers. I'm going to call in more subscribers on my YouTube channel. And I realized, last week I had 77 and yesterday I had 80. And someone had commented during the live 81. And I'm so unused to getting new followers that I didn't even know what they were referencing when they said 81. And it took me until after I had finished the episode, later when I'd like just looked at the analytics and it said 81, I was like, oh my God, that's what the person was saying. They were saying, you have 81 subscribers. I was so unprepared to receive what I had asked for, which is more subscribers, that when a new subscriber was like, hey, I'm here, 81. I was like, I don't even understand what you're saying. I don't. So that now I see I have to prepare. So part of that. Hi, Lucas Gabriel Brito. Oi, what's up? Hi, Jessica Belen Ayala. Ooh, that's a pretty name. Belen Ayala. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Hi. I looked at the analytics too. Okay, how come 15% of my viewership is from America and Canada? And 9% is from Indonesia. I'll give you a shout out if you're from Indonesia. And 1% was from India. Also, it didn't give me any other metrics. So it only gave me like 30% of the viewership. So I'm like, where's everybody else from? So please drop in the comments or the chat, like, let me know where you're watching from, because 9% of you are from Indonesia. I know nothing about Indonesia. I think is the capital Jakarta? Don't hold that against me. I'm a stupid American. We don't know anything outside of like our general neighborhood. So I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it, but I'm happy to have you. I wish I knew literally anything about Indonesia or India. I barely know anything about the USA, but wherever the other 70% of viewers are from, hello, marhaba, hola, willkommen, and was there another language I know? What's the French one? Bonjour. Bonjour, baby. How you doing? Okay. So anyway, glad to have you guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I am now prepared to, doing a new, even more intentional, thing. And but for free, Angel, come on. Come on, my friend. Please, you show me your titties for free. Come on. My gosh. You think I made it to be a retired, almost millionaire at 37 by giving the money makers away for free? Come on. But that's okay. Keep watching and you'll see something even more valuable and precious than my titties. But anyway, okay, so yeah, we had the 80 to 81 subs. Thank you, by the way, for the 80 subs. Love that. I say 80 because like this morning, I think it was down to 81. And yeah, so love that for me. How come your day's been bad? What's been going on, Angel? I know it's a Tuesday, so man, what's been going on? Okay. Yeah, so don't be surprised when your manifestations start coming in. So I've been seeing a lot of people starting to change their tune about Palestine and about Gaza and about, speaking up in general about that. And that's something I've been manifesting. I've been manifesting a free Palestine. I've been manifesting getting to meet my Palestinian friend Asma soon. And what's that, baby? Okay, cool. Okay, I love you so much. Yeah, look at this cutie. Look at him. Look at him. There he is. Oh, hottie. Anyway, what was I going to say? Anyway, by the end of 2025, I would like to call in 1,000 subs, 1,000 new subscribers on YouTube. You've heard it. Billy's heard it. So now you know it must be so. And so it is. So yeah, I'm excited to meet all of my new subscribers, but I have so much love for this original 80. Like, you guys have just like been with me as I've just been like talking my shit. And so that's another thing, preparing to receive what I've asked. I've been like calling in more people to watch and listen to me. And I'm so unused to it that like I'm now starting to get people, on my lives starting to comment in real time. And I'm like still unused to it, even though I've literally been asking for this. And so please, be gentle with me, have some grace for me as I, learn and prepare to receive all of the fame and abundance and overflow that I've been calling in. 'Cause yeah, I'm divine, but I'm also human. So it'll take me a little minute. Yeah. So calling in 1,000 subs by the end of 2025, 934. Okay, great. Okay, so another thing that happened. So on Saturday, it was the 26th, and I went to a talk at this place, and afterwards, I can only listen to men talk for like 30 minutes. So by the end of it, I was just like walking around, like looking at the artwork on the walls. And there was a guy, a black man. He was, pretty fat. He was wearing like a bright blue kind of button down. And he was sitting at a table. He had his computer open and he was listening to music. And he was bopping. He was like, and it was extra funny actually because like he was doing that while there was this like speaker having this like kind of serious talk. And yeah, so this guy was just like dancing and just like living his best life. I love that. And so as I was like walking around, it was the end of the speech. And so people were like leaving and stuff. And so this guy who was dancing, he comes up to me and he says, excuse me, he has glasses and stuff. And he said, excuse me, I just wanted to ask you, are you a famous supermodel? I was like, oh my gosh, me? No, I'm not. If you don't know me, I'm 5 feet tall. I'm not a supermodel, though I loved America's Next Top Model back in the day. Okay. So he said that. I was like, oh, thank you. No. He was like, oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And I was like, no, not me. Just artist, muse, powerful woman. And he was like, okay, well, I just had to tell you so because you could be. And I was like, oh, well, thank you so much. It was so sweet. And then, he just walked away. He didn't like, I didn't have to, be like, I'm married or anything. He didn't ask me out, didn't do anything. He just said, okay, thank you. And he like walked out. He started to walk out, but like another song came on and he started kicking up and like dancing again. I was like, who is this man? I love it. Just living his best life. Fast forward to today. I remember that July 26th is actually my dead father's birthday. My dad died like 10 years ago almost now. Wow. 9 years ago. And his birthday was July 26th. And I feel like my dead father came down on his birthday on one of the rare times that I'm out. Like I'm pretty much in my house like all the time. But my dead dad came into this man who was kind of like my dad in the sense, he was much fatter than my dad, much more autistic, much more free than my dad, and much more like jolly than my father was. My father was like very stoic and like, performing old black man. So, but I think my father, now free in the spirit world, jumped into this jolly autistic black man and gave me a little message on his birthday. I love it. He was like, "You look good, girl." I was like, "You're right. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy." So loved that. Loved that for me. Thought that was really beautiful. And trust me, I like Ghost Dad much better than I liked Live Dad. It's much, much sweeter. And rip to the movie Ghost Dad. Great movie, ruined by the fact that the star of it, Bill Cosby, turned out to be a rapist. So that sucks. But anywho, okay, another thing that was great. Okay, so I've been calling in like I'm calling in like influence. Like my words are not just like powerful, but like they're like important. And I do want people to act on them. I do want them to like incorporate what I say. And so one of the things I do every day, every night, and every morning, I message my friend Asma in Palestine, who's currently in an extermination camp with 7 of her family members. And I have been keeping them alive pretty much single-handedly, for over a year. And, I talk with her in a way that like the wish is already fulfilled. So I speak to her as if, this genocide is already over and we're just, waiting for all the logistics so that we can meet in Egypt or Algeria or something and they can start their new life. They can heal and all this stuff. And so I talk to her as if, like, okay, maybe next week we can get dinner. We can get dinner to celebrate or whatever. And And so, recently I'd given her a donation, and her husband was able to go and get some food, a couple packs of pasta, some like Spam in a can, some, crushed tomatoes in a can. And, her daughter was super happy. She has a little 3-year-old daughter, was super happy to see it. And she sent me a little video of her smiling and laughing about it. And it was just really beautiful. And so Ozma was saying, she was like, we're going to have dinner soon to celebrate. Yes! Ozma gets it. She gets it. You have to speak as if it already is. You have to speak as if it's inevitable, and you're just waiting for the 3D to come up. You have to speak as if you've already put your order in. You've already done the prayers. You've already done the manifestation work. And now the 3D is just catching up to you. Perfect. I love it. I love it. So yeah. So today was a really amazing day, a Tuesday for us. And yeah, what did I do today? Woke up leisurely, read some of my book. I'm loving The Pattern Master, by the way. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm learning so much from it. And yeah, so I did that. And Billy got some stuff from the Italian wine shop in Delhi and made us some sandwiches for lunch. And then I took a delicious bath of milk and honey and roses, and it was just so nice. And actually, like, for some reason, like, my stomach is like a little off. I was just feeling a little like weird, gassy, but also just like and so when I was in the tub, I was in for like 40 minutes, and then I like got out and I just like dried off and laid down a little bit. And then like I warmed the tub back in, got back in, did that, and did that another time actually. And it was just nice. My therapist, I told her about me doing this 111 days of living in devotion to my joy. And she was like, maybe every day, figure out what your joy was trying to tell you that day. Love it. And so, yeah, I think today my joy was trying to tell me that like my job is to prepare to receive all that I've asked for. So that not only includes, getting used to getting new subscribers like live and regularly. It's also getting used to receiving, having a lot of time, a lot of space, a lot of energy, a lot of resources to do whatever I want. So I don't have to, if I love taking baths. So like I do it almost every day. And, I like to stay in it for like 2 hours. But because this is all made up and I'm supposed to be devoted to my joy, when I started to feel like kind of weird or whatever, I just got out of the tub and like did something else and flowed with whatever felt right for my body. And then when I was feeling it again, I got back in the tub, and it was so nice. So beautiful. So I love it. I feel like my joy is just telling me, like, it's like a map. It's like my goal is my joy. So it's really nice. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Yeah, that was great. All right. I love you guys so much. So prepare to receive what you've asked for. You've done everything. You've done enough. You don't have to do anything else but just receive. I love it. Okay, so bring your forehead up to your screen and receive this kiss from me, because I love you, okay? And this is all made up, all right? Don't you forget it. It's all made up. And we're here to make it up differently, okay? So if you made it all the way to the end, please like, comment, subscribe, maybe share it with somebody, and maybe put I don't know, I can't think of anything. Like, it's hard for me to sometimes think like on the spot. Maybe put a cowboy boot. Why did I choose that? Because my dead dad came into that autistic black man and said I looked like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. So, cowboy boots. Also, it's a boot because the Palestinians are about to get the Israeli boot off their necks. So, yeah. Anyway, I love you. This is all made up. The water's fine. Prepare to receive what you asked for. And I'll see you hoes tomorrow. All right. Bye.